Good day, everyone. Welcome to today's video. Today, let's have a look at analytical geometry, grade 10, right here at Maths with Gastin. I am Gastin Mapala. Let's have a look at today's question. Today's question is said, the following coordinates are in the same plane. So these coordinates are in the same Cartesian plane. We've got A, B, C, and then you can see there at C, you've got an unknown coordinate, which is the coordinate of X. Okay, let's just go through the question. We've got an A there that is unknown, and then we've got D, then we've got E, and then also here we've got an unknown as well, which is B, and then we've got here at F we've got C, that is unknown as well, and then here we've got another coordinate, which is and G, which has got a D and E. It means here our X and Y coordinates, they are also unknown. And then the question says find the following. First of all, it says you must find B if A and B is parallel to ED, and then we need to find A as well. If ABC is collinear, C if A and B is perpendicular to BF, and then we need to find the coordinates also of D and E if B it's a midpoint of GD. All right, okay. Basically, this question is just to outline the concept that we need to understand on analytical geometry. And then please, if you are getting lost on what we're doing here, please watch the video before this one. It has got a full lesson on critical things that you need to understand when it comes to analytical geometry grade 10. Okay. All right, now let's go ahead and say number one. Let's do our solutions here. Okay, let's do our solutions. Number one, it says that we need to find B if A and B, if AB it's parallel. Okay, if line AB. So what does this mean? Every time we hear parallel, we start thinking of gradient. What does parallel mean? Parallel means the gradient of AB is equal to the gradient of ED. Okay. All right, so let's see A and B. We've got both coordinates, so let's go ahead and look for the gradient of AB. Gradient of AB is going to be y2 minus y1 all over x2 minus x1. Yes, you've got this formula, guys, on your formula sheet. Okay, now we need to decide between oh, sorry about that. Let me just go back here. Okay, now we need to decide between the coordinates of A. Here they are here. Okay, here's the coordinate of B here, minus 1, and then is 2, 1 as well. Okay, so now we need to decide which one is x1, which one is y1. So for the sake of understanding, we'll say this is coordinates number 2, so therefore this is x2, this is y2, therefore this would mean x1, this is y1. Okay, then I will take this, then substitute it back here into this equation. Okay, we're going to have 1 minus y2, which is into minus 2 there, and then we also got minus 1 into minus 5 as well. Okay, all right. If you put this in your calculator, you should be able to get in that the gradient of AB it's 4 over 3. Okay, so you've got 4 over 3 there. So what does this mean? Okay, this means now we can come, I'm just gonna move up here to continue with this question. I'm gonna move up here, guys. Okay, so now we can see the gradient of ED is equals to 3 over 4 as well, because they are parallel. Therefore, this means now when you substitute gradient of ED is equals to, we need to substitute ED here so that we can be able to find B. Okay, so we need to decide this is going to be x1, this is going to be y1, this would be x2, and then this would be y2. Okay, now let's substitute them in the equation. I'm not going to write the equation here because you already know how to substitute the formula. Okay, so I'm going to come here and say y2 is going to be minus 1, and then it's also going to be minus 3. Okay, and then x2 is going to be b. Then we're going to have minus 10. Okay, all of this should be equals to 3 over 4, which is the gradient of ED. Okay, all right, simplify the top is going to be minus 4 all over b minus 10. Therefore, this side is 3 over 4. Therefore, what you left with here, you just need to cross multiply. Okay, when we cross multiply, we are going to have this will multiply by this. Okay, we just need to cross multiply here, and then therefore we're going to have 3b minus 10, and therefore 4 will multiply with minus 4 is going to be minus 16. Okay, therefore we divide by 3 both sides. A 3 and 3 would cancel out. Then we're going to take the 10 also. We're going to have b minus 10 is equals to minus 16 over 3. Then we're going to take the 10 to the other side. B is going to be equals to minus 16 all over 3. Okay, plus 10 this side. Therefore, when you put everything together, you should be able to have, when you put the fractions together, you should be able to have 14 over 3, which is the coordinates of B. Okay. Yes, guys, if you don't understand, please leave a comment below on the comment section so that we'll be able to assist you, and you can reach on us on our WhatsApp number so that we could be able to assist you one-on-one as well. Okay. So now let's have a look at question number 2. Question number 2 says we need to find A if A, B, and C are collinear. Collinear. What does collinear mean? Collinear simply means that the gradient of AB is equal to the gradient of BC, which is equal to also the gradient of AC as well. Okay, right, great. We already know the gradient of AB. We calculated from the previous question is 3 over 4, which means this is equal to the gradient of BC. So what are we looking for? We're looking for A. As I can see there, A is also part of C as well. All right. So let's put our coordinates here. B is going to be minus 1, 1. C is going to be A7. Okay. So this would be X1. This would be Y1. This would be X2. This would be Y2. Okay. In some instance, teachers would say this is XB, this is YB, this is XHC, and then this is YC. The answer will just be the same, guys, as long as you know how to apply the equation that you are given and you substitute correctly. You should not have a problem with analytical geometry and these equations as well. Okay, so let's come to our equations here and substitute as well. We're going to say the gradient of BC should be equal to, we're going to substitute y here is going to be 7 minus 1 all over a, which is x there, minus into minus 1, should be equals to 3 over 4 as well. Okay, great stuff. So now after substituting, we can simplify this 6 at the top all over a plus 1 is going to be 3 over 4. Then we do cross multiplication like we did on the previous question. Cross multiply 3 multiplied by this whole thing here, 3 multiplied by a plus 1, and therefore 6 multiplied by 4 should give us 24. Then we divide by 3 both sides, 3 would cancel out, and therefore you're going to have a plus 1 is equals to 24 divided by 3. It should give you 8. Okay, therefore you take 1 to that side. Anything that jumps the equal sign, it becomes a negative, changes the sign, so it's going to be minus 1. Therefore you're going to have a is equals to 7. Okay, great. A is equals to 7. Okay, this is cool. So we managed to find 7. Now let's have a look at equation number 3 as well. Okay, So according to analytical geometry, if two lines are perpendicular to each other, the product of their gradient must give us -1. Okay, so we know this for a fact. So we already know the gradient of AB is going to be 4/3 multiplied by the gradient of BF, which we don't know, is going to be equals to -1. Okay, so if you do what you do on the left, you must do on the right. Multiply both sides by 4/3. Therefore, it means the gradient of BF would have to be -4 divided by 3. Okay, so that their product will give us -1. This and this would cancel out here. Okay, all right. So now we know the gradient of BF. Okay, so let's take the coordinates of B. Okay, let's take the coordinates of B. B is -1 is to 1, and then the coordinates of F, which is C, is to 7. And then therefore let this one be x1, let this one be y1, this one be x2, let this one be y2. Okay, so now we're going to substitute back into our equation. B gradient of BF, which is equals to -4/3, should be equals to 7 minus 1 all over C minus into -1. Okay, so therefore, if you simplify here, we are going to have -4/3, which is equals to 6 all over C plus 1. Okay, then we do the cross multiplication here. If we do the cross multiplication properly, we should end up with C is equals to -11/2. Please double check my maths, guys. For the sake of the space here, I'm just trying to minimize writing here a lot. Okay, so C would be -11/2. Okay, right. So let's go ahead and look at question number 4. Question 4, it says that found the coordinate D and E if B is the midpoint of GD. Okay, if B is the midpoint of GD. So this is what it means. Graphically, if you were to draw this, we are going to have G here with unknown coordinates, and then D would be here with 10:3. They said if B is the midpoint, B is here, is our midpoint, is going to be -1:1. Okay, so now basically what they're asking us to apply the midpoint in reverse. So midpoint is at B, it should be x2 plus x1 over 2 y2 plus y1 over 2. This should be give you the coordinates of B. Okay, so we're going to apply this formula, which is the midpoint in reverse. So therefore what we're going to say, okay, no, the x coordinate at B should be equal to the x coordinate, this one. Okay, so let this one be x2, this one be x1, y1, let this one be x2, y2. Okay, so x2 is 10 plus x1, which is D, all over 2. But what is xb? The x at B is what? It's -1. Okay, so if we do the mathematics here, we do the algebra cross multiply, we should be having 10 plus D minus 2. Then you take 10 to the other side. If you take 10 to the other side, you should be having D is equals to -2 minus 10, which is D is equals to -12. Okay, similarly, same thing should apply to Y as well. Y at B should be equals to Y there, which is Y2, which is Y3 plus y at 1, it's e all over 2. Okay, so we already know the y at b is 1 is equals to 3 plus e all over 2. Then you do the cross multiply, you should be having 3 plus e is equals to 2. Then you take the 3 to the other side, e is equals to 2 minus 3. Therefore, e is equals to negative 1. Therefore, you can come here and say the coordinate of G, they will be equal to minus 12 is to negative 1. Okay, and that's how you would deal with this question, ladies and gentlemen. If you don't understand, please stay tuned to this channel. We will be posting more examples on analytical geometry, especially for grade 10, and we will assist you on understanding them. Please reach out to us on this channel, leave a comment, like this video, share this video with everyone that you know that need assistance with mathematics, so that they can definitely understand, and make sure that you subscribe on this channel. I am Gaston Mapala. See you on the next upload.